Hello and welcome. In this video you're gonna see me go through all my stash and put it into Ravelry, and you will find out just how much yarn I actually have. So I'm editing right now. I just wanted to say that in the most of this video I have a cold. I don't show any, I don't, I cut out all the coughing and stuff. Yes, what else? Something amazing has happened. We've reached 200 subscribers on this channel. I don't know how that happened, but thank you. I appreciate you. And I hope you're gonna have fun snooping in my stash. I think that's it. Oh yeah, I also, disclaimer, the audio is gonna be wild, all over the place. I tried to do my best and make it an enjoyable watch. Anyway, here goes into the stash. Whee!
Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. I sort of promised in my last video that I would do a stash tour and sort of arrange it and put it into Ravelry and all the stuff. I have a spring cold right now, so you're gonna get my sick and sexy voice today, I guess. I feel like cleaning up this mess and getting it sorted. And we may, figure out what to do with some of the yarn. I am going to grab it all and we'll just take it from there. First compartment. Here's some of my stash. So this lavender, good. Okay. All of this seems to be black or dark blue. Okay. First of all, I have a sweater's quantity of cashmere, fine lang yarns, black. And that was the one that I did the swatch for here. This is a scrap of busted alpaca. It's actually not a scrap, it's a whole ball. Then we have 4 skeins of Isea Bomulin. That's a mix of cotton and linen in color number 47. I bought this to make a t-shirt. Årringe by Annette Danielsen. Might become that, might become something else. Hedgehog fiber Tweedy. Pretty, very pretty. This has been playing on my mind lately. I really kind of want to use this for something. It's just not like really my vibe at this moment. I just know that I don't want to get rid of it because I think it's a really cool yarn. I had knitted it up, some of it already in a thing that I frogged in like one of my very first videos. I think it was the Arachne by Andy Sutherland, and it just didn't work for me. So this has just been, I don't know, taking up space, and it needs to become something beautiful, right? I just don't know. I was thinking maybe doing something from my Fable Knits book, but I don't really know what yet. We have this one. Also have been knitted up into something once before. This is super old stash. This is a Rowan wool cotton. I got it so many years ago, and I wanted it to. I had intended to make a like a cardigan for my son and given it like piratey buttons. I was gifted some buttons, like black buttons with silvery skulls on them, and that just never happened. And so this yarn sort of means something to me. It reminds me of that time, even though I didn't get around to using it. And now I don't have enough of it to really make a garment. So I just don't know what I want to make with it. Maybe I could do a shawl for myself. I don't really know. So that was a little some of my black yarns, I guess, or blackish. Ta-da! Second bin. Get it all out. Wow, this is a random one. Great. Cedar wood thingy. Good. And okay, where to start? This is a leftover from that rosy scarf that I made. This one. So it's this color changing crazy it's all about. Excuse me. I'm really not well today. So scrap. Let's do a scrap thing. Oop. Yeah, I want to keep that. I like this. This is embroidery floss. I don't have time for that right now. 100-gram ball of Regia silk, a sock yarn with silk that I really enjoy. I really used to enjoy this quite a lot. Whenever we used to stock it at my the shop that I work at. And so in a fit of nostalgia, at one point I ordered this from a web shop somewhere. And when it came, it just wasn't the exact shade of green that I'd hoped it was. And I just haven't really made socks these last few years. So this is just a sort of, it's just marinating in the stash. I still like it though. I still like it. This is a strange thing. This was gifted to me by an acquaintance. It's cotton and a 16% polyamide. It's this crepe texture in a very, very pink color. No idea if I want to use this and what I want to use it for if I do. But I do kind of like it and it's sort of special, so I still just keep it. It might, yeah. It could be a scarf, whatever. Or no, I was thinking leg warmers, but no. Touch Merino Light, Melon Touch in a few different, very neutral grayish colorways. Super nice yarn. No idea what I would use it for right now. It's a Maryland merino and linen mix in very much my colors. Don't know what they could become. Scraps of Filcolana Alva, that's a lace weight alpaca. This one's from my late summer wrap. This one's from my gray stripy sweater number 11. I don't know. More cedar. Cool. And this is one of those patterns that I wanted to make. It just spoke to me whenever I came upon it. But so much time has passed that now I'm like, don't really see it as my style. But I have the yarn, and I know that I think this is discontinued now. I'm not sure, this might be discontinued as well. And these are the exact colors that is used in the pattern. So I have a really hard time letting this go. Yeah. So they can stay for now, but I just really have to give it a good think and figure out if I'm ever going to do this, and if I am going to do this, will I do it just because I wanted to at one point, or will I make it because I actually want to? I don't know. Okay, that was bin number 2.
All right, trying for the third time to do this voiceover. The first time the audio was crap. So this is more of that Regia silk sock yarn, and in the bag with it is actually a project I have never shown you. So it actually wasn't a part of my finish off rug, which it maybe should have been. It's just it's a checkered ninja. It's a Danish character by Anders Madsen. Very popular thing. Whatever. I'm gonna talk about that later, I guess. This is hard. This is Chaos yarn, chunky Indian wool. Really nice. A little dull color, but I really like it. I only have 3 skeins though, so I don't know. There we have some black sock yarn. Lovely. Oh, and a pretty silk mohair, hand dyed by Painter's Yarn. This burgundy. It's just so beautiful. But it's 50 grams. I don't know what I want to do with it. This is knitting for Olive Merino in the slate green. I have 5 balls. I got it for free because the dye hadn't set properly on this batch. So I'm gonna have to set the dye with some vinegar water thing at one point, and then we're gonna make something pretty out of that. I have Brooklyn Tweed Arbor. I have a decent amount of it, just not all in one color. It's a discontinued, obviously. This is Kid Classic by Rowan. I used to love this. I used to make a hat by Kim Hargraves called Cat. I made a few iterations of that. Maybe I should do one of those. I don't have the book anymore though, so I'm gonna have to make it up as I go along. What do we have here? More arbor. Yes, more arbor. At Christmas time, I cast on like haphazardly Sophie hood using the arbor. It just wasn't the right project for the time. It was too dark. I couldn't see anything. What's this? Orange? Oh, more Kid Classic. I only have 1 skein of those. I used to want to make a pattern called Jodie's Mittens. I don't anymore, so I don't have the heart to throw it out. I'll give it away. This is Llama Wool by Camarose. Beautiful orange, heathery color. Again, only have 3 skeins. What do I do with it? I think I'm gonna do the pangolin with these heavier yarns. So this is a scrap from my bedspread, the Bohemian Oasis. And apparently I have a lot to say about this particular color. I don't know why. I seem quite enthusiastic. Yeah. I have lots to say. I think what I'm talking about is that I wanted to make a color craving shawl by Stephen West or something similar. And I'm thinking about using all of these gradients and scraps from my blanket projects in that, I think, just to make it like super crazy and all over the place. This is a handspun that I made using some of my scrap yarns that I carded up and put in with some brown and black fiber. It's a 2-ply or 3-ply. It's a 2-ply or a 3-ply. It is already in my Ravelry stash, and it kind of looks like the Tweety hedgehog. So I might be talking about wanting to do a jumper in the Tweety and then making a coordinating sort of scarf or something out of the handspun. It's just not the softest. There is a flying basket of Pellini by Raumagan. That's what I used to make my ivy top out of last summer. And this is one of their new colorways. It's heathery and it's beautiful and it looks almost woolen, but it is a cotton and linen blend. I originally only got 3 skeins, but I got me a 4th when I had a skein of yarn left over from my last sweater project, my light loop sweater. I had bought one too many skeins, and so I exchanged that for a 4th ball of the Bellini. So now I just have some more wiggle room with 4 skeins than I do with 3. Here we have a bag of sock yarns, the non-solid color sock yarns, I guess. So it's a mix of both the cheapest of the cheap, with the World of Wool sock yarn here that I got from supermarket, and the high-end hand-dyed hedgehog fiber sock. These are all from my temperature blanket that didn't really go anywhere, but I still have all of the squares from that, and we might do something with those at some point. Here we have some more gradients that I think is going to go in with that shawl that I was talking about. And here we have more hedgehog. It's a tiny scrap, but it's in a really, really beautiful color. I don't know what I'm talking about. What are you saying? I think I'm talking about the fact that the color is called heliotrope, and it's one of my favorite colors. And this is the heliotrope flower. Yes. Yes. More sock yarn. Bumbo Moonlight and Isaiah sock left over from my contrast blast socks that I frogged. More sock yarn. You can always use sock yarn. So it's been a while since I recorded the video for this, and the yarns that I'm showing now, not this orange one, but these other ones, yes, I've actually sold since then. So all of the like autumny colors, yeah, I sold those. What's going on? More sock yarn, yes. And now I'm throwing stuff. Amazing. This commentating is really hard. Noro Korean sock. I'm just holding on to this because I miss Noro yarns. We used to have it in my shop, but we don't anymore. I wanted to make socks for my mum out of this, I remember, but I think she's forgotten all about that. So I don't know what I would do with that. Maybe I can just chug it in that shawl. Yeah. I'm gonna hang on to it anyway. All right, what's going on? So I promise you this won't, this commentating thing, it's gonna stop. I mean, it's not gonna be so long, because then while I was filming this, I realized that my mic wasn't working. And then I just switched to, not using the mic. So yeah, that helped. Beautiful color. Hedgehog fiber sock in juniper. What will I make with it? I don't know. Another beautiful, gorgeous, yum, 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 yum color. Birthday cake. Cotton sock yarn. I like hand-knitted cotton socks, but the trouble is they don't keep their shape. So maybe I should get like elastic thread and work together with this yarn if I want to make socks out of it. There's some silk. There's some yarn that didn't make it into my bedspread. A bouncy ball of merino wool. Yes, bouncy, bouncy. Stoppelwolle Wool Finest, I think it's called, in a hand-dyed sort of purple color. Deep Stash. This is Deep Stash. I've had that for, I don't know, 8 years. This one is a kind of special scrap. It's from a sweater that I made for my son in Tosh Merino Light in the colorway Real Friends Don't Lie. And this is extra special to me because he picked out the color himself. And yeah, so it holds memories and all of that good stuff. More Tosh. This time a full skein. What am I gonna do with all this? This is Saga by Phil Colana. Rowan Kid Silk Haze. I used this held together with the Madeline Tosh from before in a project that I frogged. And I need to check if this is still recording. It is. Yes, mohair scraps. More mohair scraps, this time from my Geo Gradient. It's really difficult to catalog this because they are all two-stranded and very small balls that I was able to frog from that. I have a video about it. You can go check it out. These are some cotton scraps that I didn't end up overdying. I overdyed some other of my cotton scraps, but these were just too scrappy, I think. This is from my blouse number 1. Is it called blouse number? Yeah, blouse number 1. Okay, they might become kitchen towels or whatever. Then Shapious wool scraps from my Aeolian I did last summer and gave to my sister-in-law. What was that? Okay, the audio gets louder now. It said, does it? Cotton scraps. I think we're almost at the point where the original audio comes back on, because now I think I showed everything. I cut some of it out, I think, but you're gonna see the whole stash after I put it into Ravelry. Okay.
All of this is simultaneously a huge mountain of like a daunting task of stuff. I have no words. I'm sick. Okay. As much as this is like a pile of wow, this is just overwhelming. It's also very exciting to me, and I kind of do love almost everything in this pile. So I feel quite excited to get these sorted and maybe get some projects assigned to them and figure out like new combinations and what I can do with all this. I think it's I like my yarn. I just also like the feeling of just because I mean you always get new ideas, or I do anyway, and I would love to be able to act on those ideas, and that means getting the exact yarn type and color and matching it to the exact type of project that I want to make in that moment, which is kind of difficult to do when you're dealing with stash yarns. No matter how much you love these yarns, at the same time, it would be a shame and a waste to get rid of most of this. So let's see what we can do about it.
Okay, so sorry for the non-audio thing. I hopefully remedied that with a voiceover. So I have started to catalog everything in my Ravelry stash. So that's gonna take me all day, probably maybe even some of tomorrow. but it feels good, you know. It feels really nice. It's a way to sort of see the stash in a different light, and just as it is, and how many meters and everything. And I'm looking very much forward to doing the export thing, so I can get everything in like a spreadsheet and see all the data, because we love data, don't we? Up until now, I've been doing some of the more like easy ones. It's gonna get a little gnarly when I get to all the scraps, but whatever. I'm having a reasonable amount of fun. I hope you are too. Slowly working through it. Now, most of what I have left are the most random bits. And all the cotton. Oh, and I also found some more stashed away. There. Like fake fur and... yep. Okay, so it's been sort of overcast today, and yeah, so light is slowly fading. But as you can see, I've been making progress. And I've been getting increasingly sicker and sicker. I've been sneezing like crazy. But I've also been cataloging my stash in Ravelry for the first time ever, I think. And it feels really good. It's so much fun to be able to like sort things according to weight or color or whatever, yardage and such. And I am sorting things into like my own little categories, like things that I have plans for, things that I have no plan for, like that one. And so I think I'm just gonna pack this up and then continue tomorrow, because as I said, yeah, the light is fading. So see you tomorrow.
Hello. Today's a new day. We have some light, I have some new nails, and I have a notebook with some ideas of what I can use my stash for. Sorry about my voice. It's still, yeah, I'm still very ill. I feel all right, and it's just, yeah, whatever. So we have some specific projects here. I have some ideas for what I can use some of the scraps and smaller, what do you call it, smaller amounts for. So leg warmers, scarves, hats, latch hook projects, hand towels, wall hangings, like small bags and like clutches, socks or slippers with mohair or without. Some fair isle knitting, and some like what do you call it? So it's like a wall hanging, but not really, just like ornaments and stuff, bunting and what have you. Yes, so that's where I am. I'm quite excited about this whole process. Okay, on with the cataloging.
So, where is it? It's soup there. That's the amount of grams of yarn I have. I have almost 10 kilograms of yarn in my stash. Hooray! That's insane. That's actually insane. Oh well, time to get knitting, I suppose. Okay, so this is the third day. I'm still very sick, and I cannot work on my very involved crochet project. I don't want to work on my black tunic. I need a little color. I need to dive into these stash yarns, and I'm kind of feeling these purpley shades. But I also want to pick some of the yarns that I don't have a lot of. And I was thinking I could cast on maybe a pair of leg warmers. Look at this. I do enjoy a color, like when you sort things in due to color. You can go into my Ravelry and look at my stash if you want. If you're curious about anything, just shoot me a message. There it is. I'm gonna go see if I can find some yarns, probably a wool held together with a mohair, and then just a simple 2x2 rib or something for a pair of leg warmers. Let's see what we will get up to. So I didn't put everything back yet, so here's some mohair. Here is random sock yarn. Yes. Gotta pick, choose a needle size. Swivel cables, not good for magic looping. This, what is this? Is this a 3? That might be a little too little. Maybe it'll be fine. I'm a somewhat of a loose knitter, so yeah. I'm thinking these red tones, but that's mostly because I don't really know what else I'm gonna use these for. So pink, rust, and then this Isea sock. I kind of really want to do like the self-striping ones. Ooh, like that one. This one. Maybe I'll do socks. Should I do socks? Like thick socks with mohair. Kind of a strange project to be starting in April, but whatever. I'm sick, I can do whatever I want. And because my brain just can't, cope with a whole lot of stuff right now, I'm watching sort of stupid watch Game of Thrones. Okay, now I'm just gonna figure out if I have enough of these colors with the mohair to make a pair of socks. I think I should be fine. And then I think what I will do is I will like split everything into 2 equal piles, so I can make matching socks, or somewhat matching, because this is obviously self-striping, so I'm not gonna match perfectly, but yeah, I think we have the start of something here. Here we have the wow socks. So for this one, I have 45 grams. 23 grams. All right, here it is. My Easter Cygnus from Stash project. Sock yarns and mohair, all divided up nicely into 2 equal piles. And I think the only way to go is toe up, right? But it's been a while since I've done that. So I'm just gonna have a play around and see where it takes us. It's been a few more days. I've gone back to work and I'm not sick anymore. Just a little bit, actually. I'm still don't feel all that good. But what I do feel good about is my sock project. Okay. I'm gonna get you some better footage after I'm done. So this is the yarn that I have left. I'm just gonna continue up the leg until I run out. This is the yarn for the second sock. So I, of the yarns that I had pulled out of my stash, there was these 2 colors that I didn't use. So they're just gonna go back into the stash. There was more than enough of these to make this little cutie patootie sock. Okay, I'm gonna finish this, but I've mostly been reading today. So, but what do you do when you want to read like an actual physical book? You also want to knit. I'm not one of those who can knit and read at the same time. I don't think. I just have to, just work in tandem. Read 50 pages, knit some, read 50 more. Okay. Oh, and this whole stash thing has made me quite excited to use my stash for some other designs. I've been inspired by a few YouTube videos with pattern roundups and such, and I have a few ideas that maybe I can show later in this video, or just do in the next one, whatever. Okay, I need to knit more or read. Bye. Yeah, so on a live stream the other day, watching Gavin Reads It All, somebody mentioned Karen puzzles. And I just never thought of looking at competitive puzzling, but somehow today this has been keeping me company while I was knitting on my sock. And I felt like I also wanted to do a puzzle. I've had this for a long time. It's like I only have 2 puzzles, I think. But this is gonna take away from my knitting time and my reading time as well. I just can't help it. I don't know what's going on. A few weeks has passed. I just finished these last night and I just want to wrap it up real quick because I really want to be able to wear these because, oh my god, they are lovely. I can highly recommend knitting socks with sock yarn with held together with a mohair and on a 3mm needle. I really like them. I already started a second pair, but this time I'm not gonna do the traditional heel thing. I'm just gonna do banana socks, and yeah, I already started those. So I'm very excited about that. But my life has suddenly been taken over by puzzling. So um, who knows? I also found some more yarn, so I have to update the stash. But I think I'm gonna wrap this up right now because I'm actually, well, I'm not late, but I'm about to run late for work. So hope you had fun. I sure did. It's been sort of invigorating to look at all the yarn and just get it sorted, get it done. Um, Sort of like a puzzle. You get all the components and then you, yeah, just make them fit into a hole and whatever, and then you see the whole picture. And now I can have fun with it from here. All right, that's it for me. Take care there. Bye bye.